I'm Letha Mcleod, and I'm a CASA volunteer at CASA for Children in Multnomah in Washington County. I volunteer in Multnomah County. I'm also a staff person. I'm the Community Relations Coordinator as well as a CASA Supervisor. And my message to the community is this, is how much longer do children who are abused and neglected have to wait for you to volunteer, to speak on their behalf, to advocate for them in the juvenile justice system? Now, I'm not saying there aren't many of you out there as citizens of Portland in the greater metro area who are doing things for kids. There are people out there doing wonderful things for kids. But at CASA for Children, you have a unique opportunity to advocate on the best interests of children who have been abused and neglected. These are kids that you're not going to read about in the newspaper. These are kids that you're not going to hear about, maybe unless you're a teacher or someone who works in the system itself. These are children who are being abused and neglected by people who are supposed to be caring for them, loving them, and nurturing them. And these adults, their parents, certainly have some problems and issues of their own, because we don't believe at CASA for Children that anyone would intentionally harm a child who is, of course, in their right mind. But what we are asking for is for you, the community of Portland, to come out, to come and see what our organization is about, and to volunteer your time to speak on behalf of children in the juvenile courts. We will train you. We will make sure that you have all the skills and abilities necessary to work on behalf of these kids. We're here to act on the best interests of children. That's what we do, that's who we are, and that's what we're about. Now, you as an ordinary person will be trained to do extraordinary work of advocacy for these kids. So my question is, how much longer do our children in this community who are being abused and neglected have to wait? The time is long overdue for African Americans, Native Americans, people of color, whites, it doesn't matter. But specifically, because there's an overrepresentation issue in the child welfare system with African American children and Native American children, we need you to come out in those communities and volunteer your time to represent your kids in court.